So today I wanted to bring you a new product that I will soon be adding to my website, 78speedshop.com. I'll put a link in the description. I will soon be adding it to the website. It's not there yet. This is something I had to track down for a buddy of mine so that his truck could have a little bonus feature. But before I go into it, I want to give you one little update on Legacy. We have about 14 days to the first race. And as most of you know that have followed me for a long time, I have beat a hole in the all Ford drum. And what I mean by all Ford is, if you look at Legacy, every part on it, with the exception of the intake, has a Ford part number and casting number straight from Ford, or date code and casting number straight from Ford. The latest date code on that entire engine is 66. I've just kind of massaged things to work to its best advantage. I wanted to put something that was all correct at the front of the pack, and I have beat a hole in that drum, and I've went, I think, as far as I can go. The competition just keeps getting faster, and I can only go so far with all Ford production parts. So we're building a new engine, and we're taking a major leap. Pretty much, I'm using a Ford block. Yeah. So we're going over the top with this new engine combo. Unfortunately, my pistons, the last I talked to them, are 7 to 10 days out. Now, if it's closer to the 7 days, maybe it'll make everything work. If it's closer to the 10 days, that pretty much means I don't have an engine for the first race. But I have a workaround. I have an engine sitting right there that is absolutely fresh. Actually, I don't even have the intake and stuff bolted on it yet. It's absolutely fresh, and I can use it. Wasn't the plan, and it's not going to be as fast, but it'll get me to the first race. So an update on Legacy is that I think we're going to take the motor for Whelen, and those of you that know I named my engines, that engine is Jesse. So I think we're going to take Jesse and put it into Legacy before we put it into Whelen, because we need to get there, get our show up points, and get our qualifying points. If that's all we get, at least that keeps us so we're not so deep buried in the points that we can't come back. It's not the optimal plan, but it's the plan we have right now. I really don't know how that engine will do in that Galaxy, because that engine is not really was ever intended to run naturally aspirated, and I'll just leave it at that. But it'll run, it'll get the car on and off the trailer, it'll make the car break the beams twice, which is what I really need. It may not be the greatest performance, I don't know. It may surprise me, but what we'll all get to do at the same time is we'll all get to hear Jesse run for the first time and kind of see what it does in Legacy. And we can kind of gauge what it'll do in Whelen based off what it does in Legacy, because Legacy is a full 1,000 pounds heavier than Whelen. So if it makes a decent pass in Legacy, then it should be really strong in Whelen. But as you know, we're trying to build something we can drive and play with too. So enough of that. Just to keep you updated on that is the reason you haven't seen any of the engine build on Legacy, is because I'm literally just waiting on all the parts to get here, and the pistons are my kind of hold up at this moment. So let's get into this and take a look at what we got here. So my buddy has a truck much like Whelen, but it's a unibody, and disc brake upgrade was done, and now it was time to do a power brake upgrade. And we wanted something that would work with what we had, but wasn't giant, obtrusive, and that still looked proper. So I dug around and found this kit, and it's well packaged. All right, so let's see what we got. It comes, you kind of got to assemble it when it comes, and I may work on some of that myself, but I can already tell you I like this because the rod that comes with it I'm not gonna take it out of the package. Actually, the packaging is open. I'm not gonna take it out of this package, but you can see it's a beefy adjustable rod and has a greasable heim joint. I'm telling you right now, that's next level right there to me. Look at the fit and finish on that. And that's quality. You can feel it in that. So there's our rod for the pedal, adjustable with heim joints. That is, the heim joint thing is next level to me. I'm fairly impressed with that. Here is a little tube so you can bench bleed it. Normally you got to do all that on your own. It comes with all that. See what else we got here. All that packaging stuff is everywhere. Here's our bracket to mount, to take it from the booster to the firewall. Our bracket that we bolt together on it. Boy, I can tell you this right here has some heft to it. I like this. Oh, this is nice, nice. Here is our master cylinder. Now, I'm telling you, this right here has some beef to it. And I'm highly impressed with one thing that I've never seen on one before, and I'm sure the aftermarket ones out there have a lot of this. It has on both sides where you can hook a brake line so you can run your brake lines against your firewall or out towards the engine, whichever one you need to do. I'm highly impressed with that. The mounting hardware is in the bag. This thing really has some good beef to it. Really has some good beef to it. Good spring tension. It doesn't just pop off there. I'm impressed with that. I like how it's got the fittings on both sides so that you can choose which way you want to run your brake lines. That's next level to me right there. I don't think I've ever owned a master cylinder that was set up that way. Now, some of those aftermarket ones may be, if you go to the Willwoods or something like that, they may be set up like that. I don't know. Never been that fancy. And now, let's look at the piece that is really what makes it all work together. I love how it's all individually boxed too. Shows the care package in styrofoam. Wrapped up, nice. Cardboard in there. Here is our brake booster. So that bracket bolts to the back of this, goes to the firewall. Oops, sorry, backwards. Our bracket mounts to this and goes to the firewall to set this plunger off the firewall. Then that adjustable rod goes right in there. Our vacuum hookup, master cylinder bolts right here. All the hardware is here, all included. The finish on this thing is super slick. Super slick. I don't think it's powder coated, but it really does give you that feel that it's powder coated. Really nice. Really nice. A nice, durable, heavy rubber boot back here. Solid engagement there. This is a quality kit, folks. A quality kit. I'm actually thoroughly impressed with this thing. So this is everything you need right here in one kit. Everything you need. We have the booster, the master cylinder, the bracket that connects the booster to the firewall. We have a kit to bleed it with. We have an adjustable rod for the brake pedal with Heim joints, and this super nice rubber boot to kill out the hole in the firewall so no air gets in and things. It's a greasable joint. I mean, this is about as good a quality as I've seen in a kit that someone has put together. This is next level stuff. This is a really good kit, and I'm highly impressed with it. It seems to be extremely well made. Everything has that heft to it, that durability to it. It feels real nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely impressed with it. After looking over it, it is definitely something that I want to carry at my shop for the future, for people that want to do it. I'm not sure exactly what the price point is going to be. Let's face it, prices change every day, so we'll have to get with this manufacturer and see if we can lock up a certain number of them at a certain price or something along those lines to offer them to our customers. But this is something that is really a well-made kit. The test will really come once it's on the vehicle as far as how it lasts longevity-wise, but to be honest with you, as much care as they've put into just the little details, just the details about how strong the spring is that holds the cap on the master cylinder, the little details of the greasable Heim joints, all these little details that they've put in that, and I tell you, I mean, I have no doubt that this is a quality product that's going to last for a long time. There may be lower cost ones out there, and I have actually looked at some of the lower cost ones, and honestly, they may work, but when you hold them, they just don't feel like this. I know some of you are going to understand that. You don't feel the quality in this. So I'm really impressed with this. Supposedly, this bracket that's here, this bracket here, will make this work from everything from like a late 50s up to a early 70s truck. So it really should fit any of the slick sides, the unibodies, the bump sides. It really should fit any of those trucks. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, I've worked on enough of these trucks that if it will fit the bump sides, it'll work with the dent sides. It's not listed that it will, but if you fool those trucks, you know, there's really not that much difference between them. So I'm highly impressed with it. So keep an eye out. This is a product that we will be offering sometime soon. And man, what more can I say about it? Y'all stay tuned, and keep in mind that soon you will see something getting done on Legacy. It may not be what we want to get done. It may be having to put Jesse in there to get us to the first race, but you will be seeing something on it. Also keep in mind that once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're going to build an engine right here on this channel and give it away to someone. I already have the block for it, and I just really need to clean it up just a little bit, and it will be ready to start the build once we hit 1,000. So y'all stay tuned. I've got engines to get back to building, and I hope y'all have a blessed day. Have a great weekend. I'll see y'all next time.